Good Saturday morning, everyone. Thanks so much for joining us for Racine Me. I'm Jessica Ty. Today we're talking about a community campaign to rebuild the Racine economy and strengthen our community. It's called RelyLocal. Joining us this morning to tell us all about it is the owner of RelyLocal, Nick Christensen, and Donna Funk as well, sales and marketing for the group. Thanks so much for coming in, guys. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having us today.
So I have one question right off the bat here. Did you drive in this?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You did?
Yes. Yes, we did. Yes, we did. That's the vehicle right there.
Well, maybe you've seen this car driving around Racine. It is the RelyLocal car. It was just in the 4th of July parade as well as a beautiful float. Maybe you've seen it, but you don't know exactly what's behind it. So tell us, what exactly is RelyLocal?
RelyLocal is a grassroots program here in the community to make a difference. We work and help with local businesses and the general public, working with things like the internet, social media, business-to-business connections, cooperative opportunities, direct mail, anything that we can do at a low cost or no cost to get the word out for the local businesses. When you think about it, the local businesses are really an asset in our community, making a huge impact on jobs, the economy, the well-being in our community, and we're trying to be on the little guy's side with this program.
Why did you personally want to do this? Why did you want to get involved?
I'm a lifelong resident of Racine. I remember when Racine was in its glory days, so to speak, if you want to say that. We need, and I can't see a reason why we cannot make it a better community. We've got many things that are great in the Racine community, and this is an opportunity to give back a little bit to the community and help.
And Donna, what about you? Where does your passion for this come from?
My passion for this comes from my husband's family, who have been area farmers for over 45 years.
Okay.
And that local restaurant that buys their produce is really important to us. And it's really to find someone who is so passionate about keeping what we grow right there for our families to eat was really important to me.
Wonderful. I love that. So how does RelyLocal work?
Well, we work with the businesses directly to help them promote. We find out and fine-tune the best ways to work with that business to get the word out for them. It could be the internet, where we give all of our businesses a full listing of information, almost like a mini website within a website for each business. They can have full information about their business, connections to things that they're already doing on the internet, photos, videos, direct connections to social media. And again, it gives them a way to get the word out at a very reasonable rate. Our cost is less than $1 a day to be part of our program.
Wow.
Yes.
That's pretty impressive.
Very reasonable rate. We'd rather have more businesses involved than less. And by offering a very low-cost way of doing it, it gives them a real good opportunity.
We often hear about buying locally, and it's really become big in the last couple of years, but how much can shopping locally stimulate the economy, specifically Racine?
Well, in general, when somebody spends money with the local businesses, about twice as much of that money will stay in the local economy. I've seen anywhere from 70+% of the money spent with the local business will stay in the local economy. That's huge. The money being able to circulate from business to business, people to people in the community is a big thing.
And how would you compare that to, say, if somebody goes to the big box store or buying online?
Oh, yes. Online in the big box, somewhere around 15% or 18% of that money will stay in the local economy. That's not very much. That's not very much at all. This is a great opportunity, again, for the local businesses to help our local economy.
I know that you say supporting local businesses doesn't stop with the community, that there's a lot more. What's your thinking with that, just kind of, you know, helping out the community as a whole?
Well, I think any way that we can get the word out about things that are happening in the community is a big plus. RelyLocal has a very large calendar of events. We have even a very large Help Wanted section on the site, too. A lot of people come to our site to try to find jobs and find out things that are going on. We're actually partnered up with Workforce Development. They send people to our site to help find jobs.
That's great.
Yeah.
And we talk about just going in and buying locally to help our local business owners, but isn't it nice, too, just to get to know the local business owners? Because they're more than just owners for the local shop. They're really involved in Racine as well.
They really are. They're very involved in everything, in all the events going on. They're involved with us. They're involved with their customers. It is more like a family than a business talking to a customer. It's absolutely any business owner or local business owner is very just friendly. It's not a corporate thing. It's not there. It's like walking into your mom's house and her saying, okay, well, what would you like for dinner? That's these places in Racine. That's how kind and...
So true. And many times I'll come into the businesses and they'll ask me how things are going, what they can be involved with to help promote what they're doing, or just to be involved to help the community. It is really, really cool to see that.
And it seems like whether we're talking about Racine or Kenosha or another community, it's also oftentimes business owners who are helping out, maybe sponsoring the little leagues or getting involved in other ways. Don't you find that to be true too?
Absolutely, absolutely. When you think about it, who is the people or the entities that are helping our community, helping with little leagues, halo groups, food banks, and things like that, is local business. They live here, we care about the community, we want to help.
And in a way, your motto kind of, they need us, we need you?
Yeah.
Absolutely, absolutely. We want to make every business everybody's business. It is true.
Well, stay close. Up next, we're talking more about events, networking, and a rewards card program. You know, we all love rewards. We'll be right back. Everyone, today we are featuring RelyLocal, a group in Racine that is out to help local shoppers and local business owners, ultimately the community as a whole. And doesn't that sound nice, because you don't always hear that? I know briefly during our last segment you guys mentioned events. Tell me about some of the events that RelyLocal is involved in.
Well, we try to help where we can again. We have lunch networking groups that get together twice a month, actually, where business owners, the connected public, can come and enjoy a lunch at one of our RelyLocal member businesses, connect, pass cards, learn about each other a little bit. We've even had events where we're involved with trade shows type thing, where businesses can come together, display their wares, talk to the public. We've had very big success with that. Some of them we've had 40, 50 businesses at and things.
Do people talk to you afterwards about the lunches? Because it just seems like such a simple way to get to know other people. And do they say, what a wonderful event this is?
Absolutely, absolutely. All the members who do make it, I mean, sometimes it takes them a few times to make to the events. They really say, wow, thank you for inviting us. Thank you for doing this every couple of weeks. It's really, they really get to know each other. All these businesses can work off of each other, and we really can. We just need each other, and we can all do this.
Oh yes, the benefits from it is huge. The business alliances that have been built from it has been huge. Selling products from one store into a different store or a different place, connections in other ways to help each other, it's been really huge, really huge.
Also, I noticed, and we actually have a picture of it too, you have a free holiday shuttle. Tell me about that, because number one, this is just convenience. Two, I love this idea.
Oh yes, we had a lot of fun with that last holiday season. We ran it the 5 Saturdays between Thanksgiving and Christmas. It was a free shuttle for the public to be able to connect West Racine and downtown, and people were able to have a great time with it. We turned it into an event. A lot of the people that were on there, everybody could just drive wherever they wanted to on their own, no problem. This way they could come on there. We had Santa on the bus. We had Christmas music on the bus. We had a lot of fun on the bus, and it was really a neat time.
And what a way just to get people straight there to the local businesses in Racine.
Absolutely. The fine-tune to be able to work with the local businesses. They sponsored the bus. And again, it was a way for the public to be able to engage with the local businesses. It was really cool.
That's great. We're talking about networking with the lunch events, but there are a number of ways, especially today, that you can network. And I want to go ahead and show you the RelyLocal website for Racine and Kenosha. This website is great. We're going to go into more detail about this in another segment, but I just wanted you to look at the right-hand corner. Take a look at how LinkedIn, so to speak, that RelyLocal is. I mean, we're talking about Facebook. You guys are on Twitter, LinkedIn, as I mentioned, on YouTube. And I'll go ahead right now and pull up the Facebook page here. How important is networking on the social networking level?
Very huge. A lot of the businesses can engage very well with social media to get the word out. It's obviously no cost involved. We help the businesses if they get stuck on ideas, and we can promote for these businesses through our social media, engaging any way that we can to get the word out for them. If you look at the Facebook that you're bringing up right here, then it's just things that are happening here. There's a nice picture there, Wibbick. They've come on with us recently. There's a picture of the float.
There you go,
yeah,
right
we had
here.
in the parade. The engagement we got from that in the parade was just huge. People coming up to the car, asking me about it, yelling it out. Hey, I shop local, I help, I want to engage, I want to do what I can. It was just so fun to see that.
That has got to make you feel so good, too.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
I like this one comment, too. Looking good,
Yep.
looking good. Rely Local. Let's talk about, too, fundraising.
Oh, okay, absolutely. The fundraising aspect has been huge. We have a RelyLocal rewards card program that we've came out with recently. The card itself is a conduit to deals that we have through the RelyLocal business family. It's a nice way for people to be able to save at these businesses, and what's nice with it too is when people use this card to save, they save at local business, so it's stimulating our local economy, which is really, really big. The groups and businesses that partner with us to sell these cards can profit from it, and the fundraising aspect can come from that. The cards retail for $15. They're good for a whole year. You can use the card over and over again at all these different places that we're involved with, which is 400 plus places now. And
wow.
People can use the card again over and over again. The groups that sell the cards get a 66% return. They make $10 on each $15 card they sell. So now we have advocates out there, and they're actually engaged with us and partnering up with us to make a difference in our community.
And in your mind, there's nothing better than this.
There isn't. There isn't. I've done a lot of help with fundraisers and done my own fundraisers throughout the years. There is not one thing you can sell that is going to give you a 66% back. It's not going to. It's almost a no-brainer to me.
We've heard that quite a bit.
Something that I actually heard from somebody in Racine who had mentioned this kind of gave me a tip on to you guys. She was telling me about the cash mob.
Oh,
this
sure.
sounded like a lot of fun. Tell me about the cash mob and in the first one specifically.
Okay, we have developed a program to help local businesses again through these cash mobs. I don't know if people are familiar with cash mobs or not, but it's kind of like a flash mob, but you're showing up to spend money. And then we fine-tuned it to actually spend money at a local business. The correct way of working a cash mob is to have it be kind of a secret, where you just show up at a place, everybody agrees to show up at a place, and then we walk into the business and mob them. Everybody's agreeing to spend $10 or $20 at the business. If you get 30, 40 people come into your business at one time to spend, you know, $10, $20, that's going to make a huge increase in your business for that day or week. And it's a lot of fun. And again, it's a chance to learn about a new business and help the local economy.
First one at Lee's True Value, and was it a bit of a surprise?
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely. We came in there, we actually filmed it. We have it on our social media if somebody'd like to see it. The surprise from them was just great. The employees, wow, everybody's looking around, what are you guys doing here? And I even said to them, we're here to spend money. And the manager came up to me, owner came up to me and says, hey, this is really great, we really appreciate it.
Oh, I'm sure.
And the engagement from that was just so fun.
That is so neat.
Just so fun.
And I imagine in some cases you start with somebody who's maybe never been to a specific business, and then you hope that they keep coming back, and that's the whole idea.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
Learn about a place and come back.
So fun. Well, there is much more to talk about. We also want to bring in next two of RelyLocal's members. We'll see how this campaign is impacting them. Stay with us. Crew is out to help the little guy, and we want to find out the impact it's having. So we brought in two RelyLocal members. We have Judy Williams, the owner of Plan B Concierge and Errand Service, and Jonathan Nelson as well, an independent rep with Modern Woodman Fraternal Financial. And thank you both so much for coming in. I appreciate it.
Well, thank you for having us.
Judy, let's start with you. Why did you decide to get involved in RelyLocal? And you're very new at this.
I'm very new. I've owned businesses in the past, but with starting a new service business, it's almost a micro business. I know I needed a family behind me that wasn't going to cost me a fortune. And RelyLocal, with Nick being out there being my advocate, I knew that starting a business without being a part of RelyLocal wouldn't work for me, but having Nick kind of again be my advocate has been wonderful. I've seen some calls, I've seen some traction as a result of being a member.
And you've only had your business for what, a month?
About a month.
Now?
I'm just getting started, absolutely.
And you're already seeing some results.
From being, oh, absolutely, absolutely. The networking alone is phenomenal.
And Jonathan, what about you? Why did you get involved in RelyLocal?
Well, like Judy, I have not seen anyone that's a better networker than Nick and the crew that he's assembled there is nowhere in Racine, I don't think anywhere, where you can go and not see a RelyLocal sign, which is very encouraging. When I first came on board, I was very intrigued by the fact that I did see RelyLocal signs all over the place, and the rewards card, which Nick was just coming out with at that time, turned out to be a very good fundraiser for a period of time for the Boy Scout troop that I'm involved with.
Yeah, tell me about that. How did you get started with that, and what were the results?
Oh, sure. Well, with the fundraiser, Nick had mentioned it in a networking meeting and suggested a couple of different points that really got me very interested. One was that he would give us the cards on consignment, so we didn't have to pay for product and keep stuff sitting around and make sure that they got sold. They were very reasonably priced. The deals and promotions that are available are constantly changing and increasing as new businesses come on board with RelyLocal. So I know that really set us apart from a lot of the other fundraisers that we've done in the past and other groups have done in the past. It was really simple, very low cost, and constantly changing and even getting better after people had bought. So.
And what else? Because I know you've been involved for a couple years now, so your story is a little bit different than Judy's here. How else have you seen a change because of your involvement with RelyLocal?
I've definitely seen that I've had a lot more exposure to my business just being involved with RelyLocal, and the lunch networking groups that Nick has started for his members and other people in the community have really impacted my business greatly. It's just been excellent to get out there and network with people, get to meet some other business owners, some like-minded people, and talk about different things that they're doing. And really, we've kind of helped each other, if not able to shop or give business directly to people. It's been, hey, what are some successful things for you? What things have not been so successful, and how can I run my business more efficiently?
Yeah,
so
definitely.
It's been great that way.
Just sharing ideas, I would imagine, especially at those lunch groups. The light bulbs go off. Hey, maybe I could try that.
Everybody becomes kind of your power partner, and they become your advocate, wanting to work with you and help you, because if one succeeds, we all succeed, because we will farm business to each other.
Yeah, and it's such an easy concept, too. It's just a matter of getting people together to chit-chat, ultimately. What, in your past businesses, what were some challenges? That
paying for advertising was one, and again, having people find me. I used to own a coffee house in an antique mall way before social media really took off, so I had to get out there and pound the pavement myself. Now with Nick and with RelyLocal, again, I keep saying it, but I've got Nick pounding the pavement for me. He becomes my advocate. That is absolutely priceless. Especially when you're a new business, and even a small home-based business, as I am, I need advocates out there.
Isn't it amazing, social media, too?
It's
absolutely amazing. A couple years ago,
before,
I remember the first time I saw a banner in a grocery store that said, follow us on Facebook. The fact that your local grocery store was now on Facebook, I mean, it's just amazing, the networking and how you can spread the word there. For you, what have been some of the challenges in the past before RelyLocal?
Sure. Marketing's always a big thing, just because it's so expensive. My industry also tends to be regulated a bit more than certain others, and so that was a challenge for me. Finding that with RelyLocal, I not only had access to a wide variety of different marketing techniques and ideas and solutions out there that were very, very reasonably cost, and it's kind of an a la carte type of system with some of the programs that you and Nick were talking about earlier. But in addition to all of those options and different things that are available to me, I also have Nick and the rest of the team that was here with you today, all out there, like Judy keeps saying, pounding the pavement, talking to people. And we have this RelyLocal network of businesses through this lunch group, through just being members and getting to know each other, that are now promoting each other's business as well. So when I'm with somebody or see something on Facebook and I know that one of the member businesses can help this person out, I can share that information, and that's been huge for me in my business too.
So you guys have praised Nick so much and his team as well. Let's bring him back. We'll be back right now. I want to right now bring up the RelyLocal website. This is a great, great feature. And one of my favorite parts, Nick, is right here, if I scroll down a little bit, meet a local leader. You can click on this and I can find out about one of the local business owners in Racine. And you're telling me that this kind of it's a continuous scroll through different people?
Yes, what it is it cycles through on the business owners that are part of our group that are willing to have information about their business and themselves on the site. It cycles through on the right side of the page. And again, it gives a chance for the businesses to be seen as an asset in the community again, and actual people that are behind these businesses.
Wonderful. I love it. You also have a newsletter. Tell me about the newsletter and how often people can get that.
It comes out once a week, and it's a chance for the public and other RelyLocal members to see what's happening in the RelyLocal world, so to speak. It's a chance to see about new businesses that we've brought on, ongoing events, business spotlights, talking about different things with these businesses.
Wonderful. And that must be one of your favorite things, just to help with that.
It is one of my favorite things because you're always connected. Whether you're a member or just a member of the community, you can go on, you can register for this newsletter, you can find out what's going on. You don't have to be a member of RelyLocal. And you can see these events happening. You don't have to be on Facebook, because not everybody is.
Sure.
Okay, 1 or 2 people.
We know there are a couple of you out there. That's okay. Speaking of events, what's coming up?
Well, let's see, July 18th, Thursday, we're going to be having our Social Media Connections group, which is a monthly group that gets together at San Fran Grill on Washington Avenue. About an hour-long, low-impact way to learn a little bit about social media and things that are happening with that. It's a nice chance for anybody, the public or RelyLocal members or any business owners, to learn a little bit more.
Wonderful. And what does the future hold for RelyLocal in the Racine area?
Well, we're hoping to move forward with many different things. The world is changing all the time. We're looking at doing some video type things with a video channel. RelyVideo.com is coming out pretty soon. We're going to be able to offer the public a chance to see about businesses through video, and it gives a chance for the businesses to be able to get some video out to the world at a very low-cost way. Some other things that are going to be going on is more fundraising events, more trade show events, more engagement with the community in many ways.
Wonderful. Real quickly here, if there's a business owner out there in the Racine area watching this right now saying, it kind of sounds interesting, what would be the one thing that you would let them know about?
Call Nick right away. Seriously, you know, give him a call and come and join us, because it's one of the easiest ways to impact your business without it busting the budget. I'm all about being frugal, and this is one way to get word out to several thousands of people without it costing a lot of money. Like Nick said, less than $1 a day. I can't advertise anywhere for less than $1 a day. And so this is an absolute no-brainer.
And what about for you? What would you tell people out there?
Yeah, I would just encourage people to give it a shot. It's such a low-cost thing, and it's so easy to do with working with Nick and the team here. Just getting things set up takes a matter of minutes, and it's worth it. Just give it a shot.
Wonderful.
So.
And if you haven't had a chance yet, when we're done here, go on to the website, because there's just a wealth of information, as well as some great deals and some coupons as well.
Oh, all kinds of specials. I think we got 30 pages of coupons, 30 pages of rewards deals, ever increasing. So it's always coming on more.
That is the best. Thank you to all of you for coming in. I appreciate it. Good luck to RelyLocal in the future.
Thank you.
Thank you at home as well for watching. Join us next week for Racine Me.